Hey guys, this is Tauna, and today we have the reveal of all the special guests that are going to be coming with Duskmourn. If you don't know, special guests are going to be in 1 in 64 play boosters, and you can get the foil version within the collector boosters. These have replaced the list. You can play them within your limited games and everything. They are essentially callbacks to older cards, reprints of older cards, except with updated art to match the set. Otherwise, these games are legal. These cards are legal in whatever formats they're already legal in. Now, interesting one here is the Collected Company, because we know that's getting a reprint with Foundations 2, which we'll talk about in a minute. So make sure you guys subscribe and make sure that if you are going to be, grabbing any cards or anything like that, you check out the description for our link to TCG Player and support the channel by getting the cheapest cards around. So the first one here we've got is Unholy Heat. This is a very, very cheap one, reprinted most recently within Outlaws of Thunder Junction Commander. It deals 2 damage to a target opponent, but then if you've got Delirium, it's going to deal 6 damage. It's not too bad given the, a target creature or Planeswalker. It's not too bad given the fact that the set's kind of based around Delirium. 6 damage to a target creature or Planeswalker is essentially going to kill a lot of them, especially when it costs red. But again, this is going to be reprinted a whole bunch and reprinted most recently. Nice art though. We've got the Noxious Revival here, a $7, $6.59 card, $5.91. It's not too bad, around that kind of, $6 mark there. Very nice art too. Pay either 2 life or green to put target card from a graveyard on the top of its owner's library. That's great for, any mill decks or anything like that, as well as if it's like, graveyard hate. If someone else is kind of using like an engine, like my brother has an annoying freaking angel deck, you can chuck that stuff on the top of the top of their deck, and then boom, it's not in their graveyard anymore. We've got Sacrifice here. The cheapest version of this is like $2.63 here with the revised edition. As an additional cost to cast it, sacrifice a creature, and then you add an amount of black equal to the sacrificed creature's mana value. Really, really nice card. So many great kind of uses, I think, especially, later in the game when you've got like big things out that you can sack and then use them for other stuff. I think that this is a great one, as well as just the art is really cool and really like matches the set very well. We've got Maddening Hex. I think this is the only reprinted of it besides the Mystery Booster 2 there. Enchant player. Whenever enchanted player casts a non-creature spell, roll a d6. It deals damage to that player equal to the result. Then attach Maddening Hex to another one of your opponents chosen at random. That is really cool, especially because, you can put it on one person, they cast a non-creature spell, put it on the next person, and just kind of pass it around the table. Except for the fact that it is chosen at random which person it goes to. Nice reprint though, given the fact that it was only reprinted within the, printed first within the Forgotten Realms. It is going to be Mystery Booster 2, but I don't really count those as very accessible. We've got Expropriate here, so within the list, or the original printing within Conspiracy Take the Crown. Starting with you, each player votes for time or money. For each time vote, you get to take an extra turn. For each money vote, you go and rob them. You take a permanent owned by them and gain control of it. Very interesting card. And I think this is probably the one that has the least flavor for the set. It's kind of, a bit more generic. Even those who think they have nothing have something left to lose. I guess that kind of makes sense, but overall, I guess it's meant to be like one of the fears is people like, do you want time or money kind of thing? But it is a very nice card and a very nice reprint given the fact that it hasn't been reprinted in ages. We've got Phantasmal Image here, which is probably my favorite of all of them, just because of this art being really, really awesome. Most recently within Forgotten Realms Commander, but before that, 2017, 2012, seems like every 5 years they seem to kind of reprint this. You may have Phantasmal Image, enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it's an illusion, and it has, whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. Very interesting card. I like it. Especially, how cheap it is and stuff. It's not probably the best cloning card anymore. Like, even like the one from Doctor Who, I think is probably better. The Vanishing one that I'm forgetting the name of, Flesh Duplicate. But this isn't too bad. And if you're running, blue clones, it is going to be great. We've got Soul Warden, being reprinted a whole bunch, but not for a while. Like, you know, the list, Modern Masters 2017, 2014 before that, Plain Jays, Magic 2010. Whenever another creature enters, you gain 1 life. So many uses for that as well. If you've got a life gain deck, if you've got, like, you know, like a Balin deck, you know, any kind of deck that's based around a whole bunch of things coming in. Really cool. Very interesting art as well. The group called the Benefactors offers what aid and protection it can to other survivors, marking precious safe zones with the signal of a flame. I really like that idea, and I think it's like very interesting to see one of the special guests be around the survivors rather than them all being based around, like, you know, the villains essentially. We've got Hallowed Haunting. Recently from Innistrad, there's like a whole bunch of different prints from Innistrad, whether it's promos, double features, or the original one. As long as you control 7 or more enchantments, creatures you own have flying and vigilance. Whenever you cast an enchantment, create a white spirit cleric that has its power and toughness are equal to the amount of spirits you have. So this here is one of the ones that I actually suggested you guys pick up prior to Duskmourn coming out. I doubt the print here as a special guest reduces the cost of it too much. Special guests are pretty rare, and given the fact that its art is pretty good, I doubt it's going to reduce the kind of cost of the base one at the moment. But it is a really, really nice card if you are running a whole bunch of enchantments and you're kind of going like a spirit tribal kind of stuff. We've got the Collector Company. Again, I told you guys that this one is going to be reprinted within Foundations, I believe. But, you know, it's looking like a really good card. Got lots and lots of great uses as well. And the art is an absolute banger for it. Mystery Booster 2 as well had a reprint for it most recently. But before that, you know, it hasn't been reprinted, since Dragons of Tarkir, Wizards Play Network 2021. I think that's like a promo for going to a WPN store. And then we've got Secret Lair. But before that, you know, it's been a while since we've kind of seen a print from this. But it is looking like a really great card, though. And then we've got Damnation too. Insane price, like, you know, $20 card. It's probably the one kind of, it's going to be the Chase special guest, I think, just because of this absolutely awesome art with Velgavoth on it. Honestly, you know, Damnation can go into so many different decks for black with, you know, a huge board wipe. It's like one of the big board wipes that everyone loves, and this art is just one of the best arts for it too. It's absolutely crazy. So let me know what you guys think. Which one do you guys think is the best? Which one do you guys not like? Honestly, I think, you know, I love the Phantasmal Image probably the most, but all of them, like the Damnation is going to easily be, like, everyone's going to want it, right? Especially for their Velgavoth decks. It's crazy. Let me know. Have a great day and goodbye.